I tell them the stories you've been asking me about. And they're beginning to catch on to that. You got to understand that when my son was in high school and he said, I want to bring about 15 people over to have a sleepover in the basement. I said, yeah, because my mother said, yeah, let them come into the house, right? Keep an eye on them. And when the folks showed up, and 12 of them were white guys, and I said, son, let me talk to you. And my wife says, listen, calm down. Because I saw that as, he's not getting it. Then a few years later, I calmed down, and some of those white guys was running around calling me dad, nice guys, A few years later, my son comes to me out of nowhere and says, you think I don't listen to you, do you? Wow, that blew me away. I said, yeah, what you been listening to? And then he ran it back to me. I said, wow, okay. And then we started talking on another level. Then he showed up one day with a T-shirt with a Africa on it and a fist in the middle. And I said, what's your point? He said, well, I'm sending a message to my friends. I don't want them to think that, I said, wow. Then he said, here's what you got to understand. He said, my generation doesn't think the way your generation does. See, I never thought about that. I said, what are you talking about? He said, well, they don't think the way you do. The things y'all get upset about and this race thing and all that. He said, it's there. It's there. But guess what? A lot of us, white and black, we think it is, we're not going to engage in that. We're not going to deal with that. And that's when I told him, I said, well, son, I accept that. You just taught me something, and I'm going to be open to that. And we talk on that basis. So now he's picking up some reality points from me, and I'm picking up some reality points from him. So that dynamic I find extremely important. And my daughter, she is talking that way because, this generational piece in terms of communicating with our kids, what my mother and my father did, I think I just ran out there and said, look, let's make a good home for them and everything's gonna be fine. And I don't think that's the way it works necessarily. I think what they were doing was engaging in a very substantive way, in a very real and intellectual way, a thinking way. And now I'm more mindful of that as well. So I've learned a little bit.